Hello, I'm the Dynamic Dipper from Morecambe. We're not in Morecambe today, we're at lovely Levens. I'm going to have a dip here. It's pretty cold today. On the way here it was saying 2.5, minus 2.5 on my car temperature, and then it went up to 1.5. But even still it's pretty chilly, and I'm guessing that the water's going to be chilly. I'll just show you how beautiful it is here at Levens today. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's quite quiet as well, which is lovely. Today I wanted to talk about safe river swimming and just about some of the points that you might need to think about when you're planning your swim to the river. Okay, so in terms of, have you got safe exit and entry points? Okay, can you get in and out easily? Do you have to climb up big bankings, boulders? When you're pretty cold and you've just come out, are you going to be able to manage that? Are you going to be able to get your footing when you first get into the river? So sometimes the rocks are slimy, really slimy green, and they're quite dangerous really. Will you lose your footing when you're in the river? So you need to think about that, you know. And I get the fact that rivers produce slimy rocks and pebbles, but just to try and reduce the amount of that, just to see you're getting in safely and out. And also when you're in there and you're climbing across the pebbles to get to a deep bit or whatever. This is really important. How far from the car is your swim? Because in the winter time, when you're really cold, you don't want to have to trek for miles and miles. If when you come out, you're going to put all your layers on, your hot water bottle, your dry robe, you're going to have a hot drink, and you're going to sit there for half an hour and warm up, then that's fine, that's a different matter. But if you're wanting to get back to the car pretty quickly, how far from the car are you swimming? Also, is it a really remote area? So you don't want to go somewhere really remote with nobody else around, and you have to get dressed and undressed. And I get the fact that you don't want to be in a really busy area where lots of people are passing all the time. But then the other point about that is there needs to be enough people passing for if you're in distress. So, you know, there needs to be enough sort of dog walkers or people on a walk that are able to sort of notice if you're in distress at all, and that's quite important. So not somewhere really remote that's ages away from the car. The other thing about that is, if you are somewhere quite remote, you might not have phone service. And so do you have phone service to be able to phone somebody in case you feel poorly? Do you have some phone service to be able to text somebody what 3 words in terms of where your location is, or describe your location? Do you have service to be able to access your maps, to be able to find your way back to the car if it's somewhere that you've not been before? All those things need to be considered in terms of safety. Okay. And also, you don't want to be anywhere remote, do you, on your own in stranger danger? It's not a good idea, is it? You need to be somewhere, you know, somewhere that's not too far out of the way, that's got enough people passing. Okay, also, so the other thing is you need to check whether you've had much rainfall before you want to go for your swim. That makes a difference to how fast the river is flowing, and of course that's an aspect of safety danger. So you need to check about your rainfall and whether it's fast flowing. Also, I've just put a few things down here, you see. Oh yeah, other river traffic. So, you know, you're not always on your own in the river. You know, kayakers, canoeists, other people who are enjoying the river as well. So are you visible? You know, have you got your cap on, your swim cap on, and head down, and you're doing front crawl, because that's not very visible? If so, do you have a tow float, or have you got your head out with your bright pink bobble hat on? Also, you know, if you're swimming in low light, is your tow float lit up, or have you got glow sticks on your cap? You know, just so that other people on the river are able to see you, and you're able to get out of their way, they're able to get out of your way. That's just another point. So I'm going to get in now, and then I've already recorded something about what you're looking out for in terms of rivers on OS Explorer maps, and I'll join that to this video, but I hope that's helpful. and I'm going in now, probably not for very long because it's very cold. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here we have a 1 to 25,000 OS Explorer map, and these are quite good for planning your river swims. So obviously the local info is best gained from local people, and so if you speak to anglers or dog walkers who walk down near the river quite a bit, then you're going to get the best information from them. They will have seen the river in lots of weather conditions. And so if you think about twists and turns in the river, long and straight usually gives you quite uniform conditions in terms of flow and depth. That round the bends of the river is where the water is flowing faster, sort of on the outside of the bends, if you will. If it's a narrow space, it's squeezed through a narrow space, then obviously it's going to be deeper and faster in those areas. The two blue lines outside here, it's marked with two darker lines than inside. So two blue lines and then coloured in blue means that the river is over 8 metres wide. So that's just some information for you. So when on the video I was swimming here near Levens Hall, and that's a popular dog walk, and so there's lots of people passing in terms of safety. So I just wanted to show you that. So there's lots of different things to study on the map, obviously, and you know, that's probably the best way for you to think about where you're going to park, how to get there, and lots of other local info. So that was just to give you a few of those facts. Okay, that's it from me, the Dynamic Dipper, and I hope you all have a great new year. Bye.